Beautiful angel, it's Jersey Grouse and welcome to Soul Awakening channel. In my kitchen. In today's video, you are going to learn specific details about June, the month of June, so you are prepared, so you focus on the right things, you look into your future with confidence. And I know that you are watching this video for a reason. You have angels, you have your spirit teachers, spirit guides helping you, guiding you. The whole universe is on your side. So this video is to help you just to understand the energy of June. And we have so many magical events in June. My favorite, the solstice, truly powerful, magical time of manifestation. So we already got the first message and it just flew, jumped out of the deck. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look here. Read and learn. Listen to your intuition and speak your truth with kindness. So your first clue is the month of June is going to be jam-packed with events. So many things are happening and it's a good feeling. It's a good kind of expectation. Some things are about to happen. So read and learn, it's about education. June is about learning. It's a great time for you to go back to school. Maybe you have a plan to engage, in some kind of like growth, self-development program, course, whatever. This is a really good time. It will benefit you. Second, intuition. Listen to your intuition, even though this is a month of learning. Read and learn. At the same time, they're asking you to be intuitive. It's not just to feed your mind. It's not just to feed your brain intellectually, feed your, feed information. It's something else. It's about engaging your intuition, your intuitive knowing. So listen to your intuition. Trust your feelings, okay? Especially when you are thinking about your future. You have two sort of levels. There are two choices in front of you. The first pile of things, events, people, and circumstances are all about something logical. Okay, this is the right thing to do. It's great for your future career. It will, maybe pay your bills. It's just the right thing to do. And it comes from your head. It doesn't really come from the heart. Now there's another choice. There's a pile of events, people, and circumstances that speak to your intuitive mind. Okay? And intuition, it's not always like linear, right? It's not always like straightforward. You project something into the future expecting a certain result. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust your inner feeling. You have to trust that you are communicating with a higher power, with higher, with your angels, with the higher intelligence, wisdom of your soul or your spirit. And this is the information that is going to help you trust your feelings. What has been happening, and this is just my experience. Lately, angels have been really encouraging us to tune inwards, okay, to trust ourselves. There's so much information. And we just grab information for entertainment, boredom. We have nothing to do, so we listen to some, news or bloggers or some kind of information package that we accept, that we absorb, but we have to do something about this information. It's not just, words coming into your ears. It's actually the weight of this energy is just getting heavier and heavier. So we, at the end of the day, if you have so much information to deal with, you may not know the truth. You may not know what is that inner voice of truth. Who are you really? Like, on what level do you trust this path that is in front of you? At what point you begin to see, okay, this is not for me, this is not for me. Even though it looks good, it's popular, it's interesting, but it's not my path. That's what they're asking you to do in the future. Your best resource, your best plan. I don't know. Like, your best vision for the future has to come from within. All right. So if it comes from within, if it's something coming deeply from inside of you, you trust this path. It will lead you to your own incredible possibilities, things that you are meant to do on this planet. But there's also, when we are so distracted, we give our attention to wrong things. At the end of the day, they don't matter, they don't mean anything, but we just feed our brains with this information, which is weight, and it begins to work with our own psyche. You have to trust yourself and distance yourself, also not trusting everything you read, not trusting every bit of information. Even me, speaking with you, don't trust what I'm saying. Really test it deep within, see what's going on. Is this resonating? That's how you begin to become more and more self-oriented, right? Inner-oriented. The wisdom of your spirit begins to guide you. Makes sense. All right, here you go, my beautiful angels. All right, so, and then speak your words with kindness. Kindness is the energy of expansion. So people who are kind from their heart, they are strong people. What I've learned, that weakness, we're talking the weakness of the spirit. There is such thing as strength of the spirit, and that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in my life is to build the strength of the spirit, okay? Of the soul, of the spirit. When you're strong in spirit, there is nothing outside of you that can really break you. Nothing. Because the strength of your spirit comes face to face with death. You're no longer fearful of death itself, and that only your spirit can do it. Your mortal body is terrified of anything to do with endings. Especially in the face of losing everything or dying, the uncertainty really is really, really scary for that separated identity. But the strength of your spirit is fearless. Fearless. There's nothing for you to fear, but you have to be strong in spirit. There's a difference. I have 2 big dogs, and sometimes I have to go up and down the elevator. And then people are just entering the elevator, just often get really scared. It's just like the moments when they walking into the elevator and they notice 2 big dogs, and they're like, ah, scream, and they try to run away, try to exit the elevator as soon as possible. No, I'm not gonna go in. So what I see sometimes, people, they're big guys, could be, so buffed, and they go to the gym every day, they build muscles, they're so strong in the body, but they can't get into the elevator with the dog. So my thing is noticing how what it takes for you to face the fear. It's the soul. You can be strong in the body but weak in your spirit. I'm not saying just get in the elevator with two big dogs. I have a German Shepherd in the lab. They can be, they can be intimidating. But what I've noticed is that oftentimes when we put all of our emphasis into building our strong bodies, we often, still deep within ourselves, are hiding our insecurity, are hiding our weaknesses. And in moments when you get triggered and you walk into the elevator and there are 2 big dogs, you're going to get scared. You're going to get triggered. And this is the sign, because what you want to become is no matter what happens, suddenly, unexpectedly, that you still have the strength of your spirit. Spirit is strong, flesh is weak. Understand this one thing. And when you build your spirit strength, and how you do that, you face fear. every single day, something that you are not comfortable, getting out of the comfort, things that you can start doing to really awaken your spirit. I had a conversation with the devil. Well, this happens often, because in the line of work that I do, I have to communicate with all kinds of energies. And I'm always curious, my job here is to study, is to understand. So when I understand the dynamics in play between the forces of light and dark, helps me to be a better teacher, to see what's going on anyway. So I had this talk with the opponent, and I just asked, what is the name of the game for you? Like, why are you interested? What are you interested in? Like in human beings with all the testings and trials. And what Della responded to me is that it's there's no interest in the body itself. Okay? For these opposing forces, there is no interest in messing up with your body. Like, your body is mortal. You have it today, and in a few years, like decades, you won't have it. So the name of the game for the devil is the spirit, is to break your spirit by pressing you so hard that your soul breaks. Okay, that's the pursuit, that's the desired outcome for these opposing forces. It's nothing to do with your mind and everything else. It's all kind of like everyday life, superficial, ups and downs. But if you ask the opponent, the devil, what is the pursuit, what is the desire to gain out of these interactions with human, it's the soul, it's the spirit. When your spirit is broken, that's when kind of devil, like, yes, I won. There's a great documentary on Netflix, I think it's called The Last Days. I don't recommend it for everybody, but if you have this in you, if again, I watch these videos because as a spiritual teacher, I am understanding how all these things work. So it's about Auschwitz, and then Steven Spielberg is one of the producers. It's a great, heartbreaking, difficult, painful documentary to watch, very graphic, and it's one you will never forget. The questions that you begin to ask is the questions you begin to ask when you watch these movies is, how deeply troubled human psyche is to do this unspeakable cruelty to another human. But here is where, again, we can talk about maybe in another video for some of you who want to go in depth why these things happen. I can explain that to you. But in essence, when, like, imagine a situation, someone in concentration camps, World War II, and they're forced by these German soldiers as prisoners, they're forced to build like a brick structure, and that's what they do, that's their labor. But what German soldiers would often do, they would intimidate and they would crush the souls of these prisoners by saying things like, you know what you're doing, you're building, this is going to be like the burner where you will die, this is where we are going to burn you. So the whole design of that is not to just kill the body, it's to crush the spirit, it's to crush human soul, crush the spirit at the ultimate level. Think about it. So you are against a force that is after your true power. Okay, not what you have, not your things, not your stuff, not how popular or how interesting you are. It's about actually the soul. It's about your unbreakable soul power. Can soul really break? It's a huge test for your spirit. So testing your spirit comes daily. You have to understand this. and do something every day to strengthen your soul, to strengthen your spirit. In whatever way. You can do ice baths, do things that you're not comfortable with. Like Wim Hof's method, for example. Wim Hof is one of my favorite people in the world. He developed his own method of breathing and exposure to cold water, and people heal from all kinds of mental conditions, physical conditions. So part of that journey of breathing, it involves you taking ice baths, where you go into the cold shower, you getting your body into the shock condition to overcome that resistance, the fears. You become fearless, you become anti-fragile in a way that so nothing that happens outside of you can really break you, because again, that is the name of the game. And you can do it. That's why you're here. You are not here to just be here, live your life, and then disappear from this planet. It would be so boring for you. You want real things, you want real situations. You want people to betray you. You want people to, say things behind you. Like, you wanted to create a lot of these unsettling situations so they don't bother you anymore. So you come to the strength of your spirit. So you work this way to strengthen your spirit every day. Do not be afraid to face any difficulties. Do not be scared to take risks in life. They're good for you. They're good for your spirit. They're good for your soul. When you're hiding constantly, when you're constantly in the state of, I don't want to shake the ground because I'm afraid that what is going to happen to me. So something will happen. Something will begin to happen to shake that, to give you that discomfort. So you're going to have to engage the power of your spirit. You are a soul having a physical experience in the physical world. There's no other way. There is you as a spirit, and the body is just a temporary thing that comes and it goes. But what stays with you is that permanency, is that completeness, wholeness, that is oneness with the Creator, with the universe itself. Is this making sense? Is this not too much for you guys? Marianne says, I so appreciate you, Mo, the light, love, and sent your way. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Eric. Such a great book of recommendations. By the way, you guys, please recommend things to me. I'm always willing to, listen and open. Right? I just want you to know that you're part of this conversation, and everything I say is just to open the doors for some flow of communication happening. Okay? All right. So this is going to be interesting. The month of June is going to be about education, and it's about trusting your intuition, and it's about kindness. Oh, thank you. I just want to finish this thought. And it's about kindness. Kindness is a quality of spirit. Okay? It comes from spirit strength. People who are strong in spirit, they are kind. Okay? Kindness is expressed as a quality of the spirit. People who are weak in spirit, they're always in a shrinkage kind of way. They aren't generous. They often reactive. So when you see someone that's truly generous, someone is kind, and when somebody is speaking their truth, there is so much generous flow and kindness and strength in them. So you feel their spirit when they speak with you. So they're telling you, when you speak your words with kindness is the quality of the spirit that I'm talking about. Generosity, openness, gratitude, seeing, a bigger picture, not dwelling on limiting circumstances. Okay, greed, anything to do with, having this the mindset of limited resources or, good versus bad. That is not the quality of the spirit. So is this making sense? All right, so let's continue. I want to give you some more messages, and we're going to run through them really quickly because there is so much to learn. There's so much going on in the world where we can trust that angels can give us some light. All right. A blessing in disguise. Hello. All right. So, blessing in disguise. What does this mean? Blessing in disguise. Wisdom comes from you learning something, right? So when an event happens, whether you call this event a success or something that feels like a failure, maybe you had difficult childhood, maybe you were fired from your job, maybe you missed your chance in life, something is going to show up for you in the month of June, but not to remind you as, okay, I am suffering from this event, or I had this event which I'm not happy about. The lesson in June is you will see it as a blessing. You will gain wisdom from this event. So seeing, let's say, if you broke up with someone, right? Maybe it was so tragic and painful and you were heartbroken and it felt like the end of the world for you. So the month of June is going to give you an opportunity to see how this thing, the event that happened, was a blessing. Now, how cool is that? When you see it as a blessing, like you release all of that pain. There is no pain anymore, because when you see like, oh, I get it, there's now you're elevated to the new level of consciousness from which you can see you've been elevated to the next floor of understanding. And now you can see down, you can look from this elevated state to your problem, your event, your heartache, your heartbreak, and you see, oh, that's why this happened. That's why this happened. I feel truly blessed. I can't even tell you how many times in my life this happens all the time. When something happens which feels like this is so weird, like bizarre, or unpleasant, unexpected things happen all the time. But I've developed this attitude that no matter what happens, there will be a day when I can look at this situation and this problem and see it as a blessing. 100%. 100%. I may not see it immediately. I don't have any idea. I don't see a bigger picture. But deep in my heart, I know there is a blessing in this. So trust that the situation in the past will be revealed to you. And you will see the wisdom that came from that thing, from that person, from that event. And you will receive it with fullness of your heart. You have nothing, there will be no heaviness. The heaviness will be removed. All right, so let's look at one more thing. These are all paths to miracles, you guys. These are all ideas to help you to live the best life that you're here on planet Earth to live. This is where you connect with your spirit. These are all spirit messages. They may not make sense to you intellectually, or the practice or the application of these messages just shows up in your life, and you just notice, you become aware of these events happening to you and with you, and so you have a lot more preparedness. You aren't surprised, or you aren't you have some sort of level of understanding. Understanding is a great word. Okay, Latifa, my angel, you here. I'm so happy you're here. Lots of love. All right. You guys have been really interested in my conversations with the devil. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So, one more message for you, and let's see what angels want you to know. A help from your guardian angel. A help from your guardian angel. Let me say, every time this message shows up, it takes you back to a moment in time just before your incarnation where you had all of your, your soul group, your soul community, and your astral guides and your teachers from the other dimensions. You had your guardian angels, and your guardian angel is the aspect of your soul that is always there with you, always, every single day, every moment of the day. These guardian angels, your guardian angel, your angel who holds you dear, who knows your true nature, right? Because once you in this world, once you're in this physical body, you completely forget everything that happened. You forget all your past lives. You forget who you are. All of a sudden, you're fully embodied. You're on planet Earth. You have your parents, and then you have to live life on the conditions and terms and conditions of earthly living. But your guardian angel is that aspect of your higher consciousness, of your spirit, who knows why you are here. In moments of difficulties, in moments when you meditate and you go really deep, you can go into the space where you can feel that connection with these guardian angels. They are they hold space for you to walk this earth in this physical body and have some sort of orientation. You're not completely lost. They are your inner GPS. They are intuitively guiding you. Nope, nope, this is not the right way. This is not the right person. This is not the right time. Okay, so every day, every moment, you are being guided. But you can really become one with these, with your guardian angel when you go deeper into your soul, when you go deeper into the spirit. If you want to learn your life's purpose, why am I here? Like, who can tell me why I am here on planet Earth? One of the most common questions that I get asked in my work. People always, Josie, help me to understand, why am I here? What is the purpose of my life? So your guardian angel knows your purpose. Your guardian angel has at least a perspective for you. Angels will not do your work for you. They will not make choices for you. They won't. It's not their job. But their job is to keep you on the right path and know when you are not on the right path, to be able to figure things out differently. As a matter of fact, there is no wrong path. It's just path. But they can give you perspective if something is going to elevate you, or there's an experience that is going to sort of take energy, that will take your energy. So your guardian angels can do that. They can either show you the ways you can have more energy, or there will be situations, people, events, and circumstances who can take that energy away. So you begin to work with these guardian angels and having more awareness and trust, tuning in words and see how you can really walk your life path with confidence. So a lot of things will be happening. So let me wrap things up. This is the final message from angels about June 20. So it's going to be a month of education, read and learn, whatever, like great month for learning. Engage into different activities that require maybe new, fresh ideas, new knowledge. You will meet new teachers. You will have people in your environment who are very smart, intelligent, educated, whatever, people you can learn from. Listen to your intuitive guidance. A lot of the things that will come to you won't be like clear, logical. All right. So they will be more or less on the side of intuition. Okay. Speak your words with kindness. It's about your spirit. It's about awakening your spirit deep within you. Deep spirit work. This is your opportunity, a blessing in disguise. You will receive clarity about the past situation, and you will see how the situation was a blessing. And also help from your guardian angels. Going deeper, and connecting with these angels, with your guardian angel, the higher aspect of your soul, your spirit, for guidance. Interesting month. So looking forward to it. Be well, be blessed. I love you guys. Have the most extraordinary time on this beautiful planet. This planet is just amazing how beautiful and awesome this is. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.